Friends, family, fans, we're back, baby. Back for another episode of Back Nine Bets, episode 114. Strolling right into some Wi-Fi issues. So we're going to take it easy to start off with. Jets fired their head coach today. Can chat about that at the end. It's the Black Desert Championship, folks. Out in Utah, we got lava rocks everywhere. It's going to be a blast. So we're going to let some people jump in here. I'm going to retweet on Twitter that we are live. Appreciate all of you jumping in. New golf course, some fun new stuff going on. It's going to be an interesting week of viewing. I think it's going to be a fun week of viewing because it's a brand new course and looks very sick. And we don't really have the greatest field there. So let's take a peek at the model. What's going on? We got 7 of y'all in here already. Beautiful stuff. Anthony saying hi. What's going on? Please let me know if the Wi-Fi is a problem so I can try and fix that. Might be the seriously good vibes we're giving off for this Arkansas Kickback Golf. Kickbackgolf.com. Use code FGD15. Get yourself a nice John Daly. Look at this thing. You can get yourself a Daily Flex shirt. You know, you can look good in these things, even if you are a chunky man like I am. Beautiful stuff. What's up, Darbo? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever, dude. I have not seen you in forevers. So, yeah, let's do this thing. I'm going to pull up the model. We're going to do this, go through a few bets. I haven't made any bets for placements. So we're going to have a fun, relaxing time actually doing that today. It's going to be like a kind of behind the scenes type stuff today. Because my computer's been a piece of crap. And when you go live and it tells you update and restart to install the update, it's never a good thing. Never a good thing when you want to update right before you're streaming. But here we are with Keith Mitchell, Killer Keith Mitchell, just hanging out in the hizzy. Now, full disclosure, I haven't updated this stuff yet because I was trying to do it before I started and my computer's just broken. So it is what it is. You paid attention to your adventures in Montreal. Oh, yeah. Those were some fun adventures, dude. I am not old enough to do what I did in Montreal at all. But hey, here we are. This is what we're doing. It is what it is. All right, folks. Let's do this thing. We got Keith Mitchell. So now, remember, this is 1 or 2 tournaments behind, but still, the top 5 last week was his first top 5. This guy just can't get it done. So there's no way you're going to find me betting Keith Mitchell at 16-1. I get it. He's the number 1 guy in the model, but I'm sorry. Apologies. Sad condolences. We can't do Keith Mitchell. It's just, he don't got it. He does not have it when it matters. And, you know, he was putting well. 3 putts the final hole. Tough scenes. So we're out on Keith Mitchell, but maybe we want to bet him top 20 because I think that would be the way to go with Killer Keith, but he's super short, minus 115. And I don't think we're going to get it there, actually. So we probably just out. Interesting. Well, I guess he's top 1 in the model. So we're getting a big 19-point edge there, despite the implied odds not necessarily getting there at 45% top 20 rate. Granted, that goes up a little bit after last week too. So maybe we bet Keith Mitchell just for the top 20 at minus 115, see where that takes us. His safety is so much better than his upside. You know, that top 10 rate's going to jump a touch, but man, he's been struggling to get inside the top 10, find himself in contention, sucked it up a little bit on the final hole. He was the only person inside the top 10 who finished inside the top 10 that lost a stroke or never gained a stroke. He lost a stroke. Everyone else gained a stroke on Sunday. So he was going backwards, man. He was just going backwards. He's just not a competitor, but he is a safe bet for most part. I think his golf game is going to really, really thrive around this golf course. If you never listened to Fantasy Golf Degenerates last night, we kind of decided we like guys going deep off the tee, long drivers of the golf ball, or guys who can make putts. I think that's going to be resort-style courses is what going to happen here. They've got wide-ass fairways. We're going to see these boys go to town. So That's the idea. Keith Mitchell obviously going to find himself at the top of the board when we got that kind of profile going on. Yeah. Welcome, Farcanel. I hope things are going well there on Mordor. I appreciate you jumping in the chat with us. Man, it's been a while. It has been a hot minute since I've been behind the screen. I appreciate those of you jumping in for this. We weren't up and running at all last week for the Sandersons. I got back from Canada and I was a broken man. So there we go. All right. So first bet of the night. We're going Keith Mitchell. Ties paid in full, -115. Let's go. Now, does he completely implode after imploding on Sunday? Maybe. I think this golf course is too easy for him to not finish inside the top 20, given his driving distance prowess. And look at the ball striking. I mean, he's number one in this field in ball striking. So we got a lot to like, but the putter has been rather disappointing for Keith. And we saw it again in full display last week. So tough scenes over there for Keith, though, but we're going to go to him. -115 for a top 20 over at Bet365. Ties paid in full. Asgard. Sorry, not Mordor. Isn't that, where's Mordor from? Asgard and Mordor. Your 2 cents. There are enticing holes for golfers to hit it far off the tee, but if you wayward at deeper distances, it's more penal than be a short hitter. Correct. I agree. There's also 2 drivable par 4s. There's 3 par 5s. But these fairways, for Keith in particular, he's not very inaccurate when it comes off the tee anyway. He's very, very solid when it comes to just keeping it in the fairway as well with his distance. So I do agree that distance isn't paramount. And if you have wayward ass drivers like we got some guys that are some really, really bad distance, but solid accuracy. Well, let's just go with accuracy instead and see. Let's do that. Yeah, you know what? It's a weird week. We got Dirt McGirt over here. Let's get this guy out of the picture. Anyone that isn't with a salary we don't want. We might have some stragglers coming in from a while ago. But if we take a look at accuracy, Glover, Coles, Ryan Moore, all of these boys, let's see if we can find a top 20. CT, no ways. Daniel Berger. Ooh, okay. DB straight vibing. Nicholas Lindheim with distance. That's interesting. I've always thought he's more of a short hitter. Harris English. Interesting. Kurt Kitayama, number 1. So Kurt Kitayama's not a terrible option either. So where is Cam Champ? He must be way down here. Let's see the distance, guys. Kurt Kitayama. Ooh, Cam Champ actually behind Killer Kurt. So yeah, as you can see, all the distance dudes struggle with the accuracy. Hey, that's what you get. You know, that's what's up. But Daniel Berger, Harris English, and Nicholas Lindheim, surprisingly, and Mac Masner. Those are some names with top 50 distance and top 30, top 40 accuracy. So I guess I could have just filtered on both and saw Woo Kicks out as a good total driver, but those are the few that we spotted so far. So complete tangent, Darbo getting me way off topic over here again. But hey, this is what you get on back 9 bet. Some of those fairways are wide at certain distances, but those drivable par 4s are surrounded pretty closely by the lava rock. Correct. But I think they 320 away. I mean, that's a 3-wood then. You know what I'm saying? So these guys can club down on a shorter approach shot, which helps in some respects, some don't. You know, distance always helps, Darbo. As long as you're not like completely wayward, then you're good to go. So that's where we are with that. Okay, let's get back to business. Keith Mitchell, we are in on him with a top 20 bet. Boom chakalaka. Michael Thorbjornsson, we in, dude. Let's even just go straight there because he is 2030 upside for me, and he's on the betting card. So Michael Thorbjornsson, 40-1. Playing good golf, Harkenel. Exactly. He's playing nicely. I bet Michael Thorbjornsson for 40-1. That's where we're going with him. Super talented, can drive at a country mile, and he's good at these birdie fests, man. He was playing some good golf with the John Deere when we last saw him when I was at that golf course watching my boy Oh, Cam Davis, Davis Thompson win the goddamn John Deere. So that's what we're going to see from him again. Birdies, 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 playing some solid golf right now. 40 to 1's a nice number. I mean, we were seeing that kind of stuff coming right after his second start. Plummeted. Now, bad field. I think these are the chances for him to really get it done. I think this is going to be a fun-ass golf course. I agree. That would be so fun to see the black and green on the course. It's going to be a great time. So Michael Thorbjornsson, guy hits at a country mile, solid around the greens at times. You know, that's what we're going to get from him. And why is it the other way around here? We've got some stuff going on with these stats. But hey, I'm a fan of Michael Thorbjornsson. We're getting a decent clip inside the top fives. So we're getting a 25%, 20% rate. He pops, baby. When he's inside the top 20, he's inside the top 5. So that's what we like a lot about Michael Thorbjornsson. He is a very volatile golfer, but he's very talented. And I think we've seen some weird stuff going on with this freaking golf course, and it's the freaking fall. It's the freaking fall, you know? Anything can happen. Kevin Yu just won a goddamn golf tournament. Kevin Yu. So we'll see. We'll see. But Michael Thorbjornsson's our guy. $8,800 in DraftKings. We'll see what his situation comes in there with a ownership projection coming up. We don't have these. These are from a while ago. Different tournament. So cool. We're done with that. Mac Masner, we're definitely going to go to for a top 20 as well. I believe in a thing called love, and Mac Masner is one of those guys. Mac Masner plus 150. Beautiful. Let's go there. I think we want to do this because he has been balling out. 7% edge. He's second in the model. He finishes inside the top 20 at a 31% clip. That's been throughout the year with these big tournaments showing up. I think he played quite nicely again last week. So we're going to be going all the way back to Mac Masner at plus 150 at bet 365. Boom. Let's go. And you know what? We're also going to add him to the betting card at 45 to 1. 45 to 1. Mac Masner, please show the hell up this week and dominate for us, baby. This guy's been balling out. He's got the first best strokes gained total over the last little while. He is jamming, man. The ball striking is good. His all-round game is sensational. The guy is balling out. So we like his weighted strokes gained stuff right now. It's looking delightful. I'm a fan of Mac Masner. Solid off the tee. Does great things when it comes to ball striking. And the short game is there. He can make putts. Data Golf has got him ranked 7th in this field. We like that a lot. So let's go. Boom. Plus 150, plus 650 for a top 5. Let's take a look at that and see if that's where we want to go with him as well. No, it's not. We're just going to stick around the plus 150 for a top 20 on Mac Masner. Off we go to the races, baby. Let's go. Ryan Fox, where the heck is he? He's all the way down here. But he's probably not playing great golf overall, but he tends to show up every now and then. Yikes. Okay, we got to figure out what his situation is. He's all the way down here with these guys. The model is in full flux right now. We've got random. It's just a disaster, if I'm being honest with you. So hang in there, folks. We're doing this thing. But we're going through the bets, having a good time, and, celebrating being back behind the camera. We haven't seen each other for a while. It's all good. I hope everybody that's watching is doing well. It's been a while, man. Anything can happen. Could go to Canada. Could have your whole body broken down by a bunch of Canadians. That's just what happens. So, I say Lower's name wrong again for sure. Justin Lauer, whatever. It is what it is. JJ Spahn, baby. Let's go. Okay, so what is his situation? He's not nearly as T20 prone as old Keith Mitchell, but hey, we're going to keep going. Where is he's all the way down here. I think that WD has people feeling a little sketched. Got people a little sketched. So we might also hang tight. There's JJ Spahn's injury. We got to figure out what's going on. Stay tuned for that. I don't know. JJ, Was it food poisoning? Was it a back injury? We don't know yet. We need to figure out what's going on with JJ. So we're going to leave him alone, even though the model likes him. Just beware. He was injured. So JJ on the back burner until we figure out where his situation is. Justin Lower. Lauer. La 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 la. Ooh la la la. All right. Where the heck is this guy's name? All the way down here. 65 to 1. And his top 20 is plus 190. Ooh, that's not looking good either. But we like his top 40 numbers in a big way. So let's see if we can find a top 40 for him, because that's the magic market right now. Power Lauer. Yes, Power Lauer. I can do Power Lauer, Dwabo. I can do Power Lauer. All right, so we're going to go actually find a top 40 for Justin Lauer. And that's minus 138. So let's see if that kicks in. I do fancy that a lot. He is doing top 40s at about a 43% clip. We like it a lot, friends. We like it a lot. Minus 138. That's an implied probability of 58%, but because he's sitting fourth in our model, boom, we are good to go. 17th and fourth in safety. We like that a lot from Justin Lauer. I'm in my head about this guy, but we're going to bet him for a top 40 at minus 140. This guy's popping in the top 40 all the goddamn time. We love that about him. And I'm actually going to make sure that his last few starts have been actually the way we want them to be. T7 at the Pro Call, baby. Let's go. T28 at the Sandersons. So he's finished inside the top 40 in 4 of his last 4. Let's go. Minus 138. Tires paid in full. Justin Lauer. Power Ranger Lauer. So that's our guy there. We're betting him. So we've bet these 3 dudes already to start off with. That's usually what happens with the model. If the model likes them, we bet them. So that's kind of behind the scenes. I hope you don't mind this type of the show. Still trying to bring a bit of the energy. We're sipping on a Bellevue from Aldi's, a nice knockoff LaCroix. You know, we're budgeting. And they are still very, very good. Lower. Maybe I should speak like an Afrikaner on you and say Justin Lower is there. But we got Rico Hoey next up, baby. This is going to be a fun situation because he's got serious upside, top 10 upside. He finishes inside the top 20 at a 15% clip, inside the top 40 at a 33% clip. He's got decent top 10 rates, you know, so maybe he pops up. Let's take a look and see what his numbers are. Rico, the Hoey man, minus 130 for a top 40. Not no. Plus 475 for a top 10. Let's see. I don't like these numbers, though. They short. We can't get there on that. Plus 210 for a top 20. Is that going to help us? I don't think so. Oh, baby, no. So Rico looks promising, but the numbers, his odds out there are horrific. Top 5 number, take a look for a top 5. It's 10 to 1. That's 1,000, not 10. It's not going to get there for us. Granted, it's a fair number. So what is going on here with this formula? Top 5s, because he hasn't finished inside the top 5. So yeah, we are done. We can't do anything with him. Chan Kim, though, top 20. Let's go. He's finishing inside the top 20 as much as he almost finished inside the top 40. Chan Kim, get in my belly. We're going to party with you this week. Plus 130 for a top 20. Let's go. I think that's exactly where we're going to go in this world. Bam, bam, bam. 3% edge. Let's freaking go. For this particular bet, we've made $10 off of him in the Breaking 100 series. So that's good to see. The same thing with Keith Mitchell, $5 profit on that kind of bet. So we are loving life over here. I think that's actually just total profit. So we like these guys. When they pop for us, we like to go to them. They are profitable. So congrats to Chan Kim on making it onto the Breaking 100 betting card, which will be released tomorrow. But this is an early preview of that. So Bo Hassler up next, bitch ass Bo, lost in a playoff, loses to Ian Poulter in a playoff, then loses to Kevin Yu. I mean, how far he has come. But hey, congrats to another second place finish there for our boy Bobo. Nothing anywhere in his profile screams that we want to bet him, considering he's going to be very short odds. Plus 115 for a top 20. I don't think that's where we want to go. He's also $10,000. Yucky, yucky. Dumpy Bo. I know. Oh, Bo. Bobo over the hills. Adam Svensson, though, top 40 numbers screaming our name, folks. Adam Svensson, calling Adam Svensson. Let's see what he has to say for us. Adam Svensson for a top 20 plus once. We're not looking top 20. Minus 160. Gosh darn it. That is some deep. That's too much. Even though. Interesting. 20%. That's a lot of positions, though, that we have in the model, really helping get us there. But hey, yay. I don't know if I like that number. I don't like laying that big a juice in a fall event. What's Adam Svensson been up to? Has he been that repeated on these kind of top 40 numbers? Missed a cut recently. Too many missed cuts in the May. Yeah, 1, 2 missed cuts, but the rest of them have been top 40s. So when he does make the cut, he's basically finishing inside the top 40. Sucked up on putting. Minus 160. Hey, I can't. I'd rather take Svenny if we're looking at like a DFS option, $8,200 maybe in cash. I think I'd probably go cash, but minus 160 is just, I can't get there. I'm sorry. 62% implied probability, but in a fall event, those are Scotty Scheffler, Xander Schauffele top 5, top 10 numbers. Those are So we're out. Patrick Rogers, though. Okay. I'm interested in this guy. I'm extremely interested in him. I don't think he's going to win this thing, but can we get some upside from P-Rod? I'm having to scroll through here to find Patrick. Patrick Fishburne, Patrick Rogers. Plus 350, what's his situation? He's a top 10 guy. Top 10s in about 10% of his starts. Top 20s in 18% of them. Top 40s, though, he's a beast for the top 40s. So I think we're going to go to P-Rod in the top 40 market. He's 160. Gosh darn it, dude. Like, what is going on? This is brutal, but that's a massive number. And we get a very nice P-Rod top 40 number. Like, he's actually been solid. So maybe we go. Yes. How do you get yourself really involved this week? You sign yourself up for a Patrick Rogers minus 160 top 40. Because he missed the cut last week, but that was the first time he's missed the cut and finished outside the top 40 since the Memorial in June. So he's just come off a miscut. He sucked it up around the greens. Everywhere else was fine. I think we're going to go back here. He's had a run of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 consecutive top 40s. Patrick Rogers. 8 consecutive top 40s before his miscut at the Sandersons. Got the rust off around the greens. It's fine. He's not that bad around the greens. Usually, I think green regulations are going to be through the roof this week. Anyway, he's got decent distance off the tee. The accuracy is not crazily bad for him. He's got subpar accuracy. Patrick Rogers, folks. Top 40 bet. Ooh, la la. Ooh, la la la. I like it a lot. So, yeah, since the Travelers, it's been delightful. T37s or better across the board until the miscut last week. Boom. All right. Patrick Rogers. Adam Svensson, not quite getting there with the 42%er, but we are a fan of Patrick Rogers' 59% top 40 rate. So what could go wrong? Absolutely nothing with Patrick Rogers getting $16 for us to return 10. So, yeah, it's frozen the computer. So we're just going to sit here and watch until something happens. But this is what I was speaking about. When you do these updates right before the computer, here we go. Patrick Rogers plus, no plus money, minus 160, but hell yes, we love the 59%. I mean, he almost gets there on the implied probability alone from our weighted T40 market. He's got a top 40 and a miscut in the last two. So that should bring it down a touch, actually. But we're still seeing some really good stuff. He's ninth in the model. Love where this sits. We're going there. So we're not going to do the Adam Svensson bet because that's just a little too cray-cray for our situation. Jacob Bridgman. Let's take a look. Let's jump around. We got some suggestions. And you know what, Anto? We're going to Jacob Bridgman, baby. We are going to Jacob Bridgman. Safety, he is fourth in the model. We love what he's been up to. Solid top 14 metrics here for the recent strokes gain total. So we're going to see what he can do for us. There's a lot to like about this guy. We haven't seen a top 10 or a top 5, but I think he had a top 11 last week. So I think that's getting closer. And like we've seen, old Kevin Yu showed up, did his thing. T11 last week. He's had 3 top 20s in the last 4 starts. He's been putting lights out. That's been his ultimate go-to. Got a decent amount of distance off the tee. It's going to be quite bizarre to see what he gets up to here. But he is balling out. 3 top 20s in the last 4 starts for Bridgman. So that is a top 20 bet for us for shizzles. For shizzles. We're going to go to him for sure, dude. I mean, look at this. Look at that top 20 metrics there. And he's plus 210. Welcome to the Hammer Club for Jacob Bridgman. Wow, look at that edge. Safety ranking comes into the top 20 bets versus upside for the top 10 and top 5s. So a 4th rated safety ranking for Jacob Bridgman is delightful to see. I mean, this top 20 rate is one of the best in the field behind Keith Mitchell, Mac Masner, Chan Kim. So we like Jacob as a top 20 bet. I also bet him for a win at 55-1. So we've got him for both, but I'm a lot more confident in the top 20 bet, obviously, than the I'm not even showing you his stuff. There we go. I don't mind the outrights. It's a big number as well. Love this top 20 bets for sure. I might play it to win. Play it like it's even money, in my opinion, because, I mean, he's been playing some good golf lately, and I love the setup for him at this golf course. He can putt lights out. It's been just putter. All been the putter for him. He's ninth in the field in putting. So, resort course, let's go. You know, he's got a bit of juice. Let's see what he can do. So, love Jacob Bridgman, top 20, plus 5,500 for outright as well. But if you watch the show, my outrights, they come and go. But the placements, baby, this is one of the most foolproof things we do on this show. And I'm proud of it. So we keep crushing the placement markets. That's what we're up to. And I appreciate all of you being in here. So yes, Jacob Bridgman, he's on the card. He is on the card. All righty. Let's take a look at some other options here. We've got Patrick Fishburne. I don't know. He looks like we could make some money there on, ooh, my word. We've got, what is Ryan Moore doing all the way up here? Far Canal. Okay, but before we get you, this is my favorite part about Far Canal as well. He has these 180,000 to 1 parlays. So it's across all the tours as well. So the PGA Tour's first leg to win is Michael Thorbjornsen. Daniel Berger, it's a top 5. Then a Daniel Berger T10, then a Rio Hitsutsuni T20. Then we're going to the DP World Tour, where he's got a DP Thorbjorn Olesen T5, Hugo Coussard T10, Andy Sullivan T20, Champions Tour, Jerry Kelly T10, LPGA, Sei Young Kim T10. So, I mean, Far Canal, I don't see how that misses. It's just like 8 things have to go right, at least, for the DP and the PGA. But, dude, if that goes down, my man, we're going to give you a shout-out. You're going to be a millionaire. You got to bet that to win $1 million every time, though. You can't win it to win 180. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to go that big, you got to just $5.50. Awesome. All right, let's get back to business here. Ryan Moore is a great value option. He is an incredible ball striker for his price. He can make it happen with the wedges, which we're anticipating this week. It's at altitude, hit these fairways, get a bit of roll out there in the lava fields. Let's see what he can get up to. The iron play from Brian Moore, delightful. The putting, not the best, but man, oh man, can he get it done when it goes tee to green? Let's see what he can do for us. I'm a fan. $6,700 is a good option. I don't think we're going to bet him to win this thing. And I don't think we're going to bet him for a top 20 or a top 10 either. I'm not a betting feel of Ryan Moore. But for a little DFS option, absolutely, baby. All right, Patrick Fishburn, interesting. $9,600. Very expensive name for someone that's just kind of shown up to the scene. So, I mean, this guy needs to prove his worth here. You know, we've got some seriously good finishes over the last while, though, in some weird fields. We've got the Fishburn ISCO Championship 15th, Barracuda 3rd, 3M T6, missed the cut at the Wyndham. Wow. It is what it is. Procore Championship 3rd, Sanderson Farms 48th. I think we got to bet this guy to win this tournament, folks. I'm with you. I think we're going to go to Fishburn as well. It's been a bit of a slow week. He is, from Utah as well. Okay, well, you see, I've been off the grid for a little while. So I'm behind the scenes here. I know I remember now seeing some Fishburn Utah home love narrative. So we're going to go this way. So he is 30-1. Let's go. Let's freaking go. I'm a fan of Patrick Fishburn this week. We are nuking it off the tee. We got the ball striking all day, and the putter is going to roll through. I mean, we've seen some ridiculous results from this guy. We got 3 top 6s in his last 5 starts. Woo! That is some nice stuff. All right, so let's take a look. T3, T5. Let's take a peek for Darbo. What does a T5 pay out? All right, let's pull him up here. Fish. Okay. Vegas odds. Let's see. So we've got Patrick Fishburn. Let me see over here. A top 10 is plus 275. No, not going to get it done. And we're missing the 2 top 5s from the last little while. So that's not going to help us at all. But maybe I can jimmy it. And I think I wish I was more freaking prepared for tonight. But hey, it is what it is. This Canadian hangover still got me in a spin with month end last week. All right, so we've also got Patrick Fishburn plus 550. So let's say he's finished inside the top 5 in like 8% of his starts. It's still not good enough. It's got to be like 15%. 25% gets us there. You know, like it's just not enough. It's just not enough right now. So, but he's playing really solid. I don't mind the top 20 go at all. You know, and the bet at 30-1. What is his odds? 30-1? Yeah. So we're going Patrick Fishburn, 30-1. And, you know, plus 550, I guess, isn't terrible. Considering he's been like on the verge of a freaking top 5 every 75% of his last 4 starts. So cool. We're in 30-1. Boom. In 55 plus 550 for a top 5. We're going hedging that top outright there with the top 5 on Fishburn. I like the way he's rolling right now. So high risk, low risk, high reward on this bet. You know, we got some high upside, laying minimal units on there. So I don't mind it. I don't mind at all. What's up, Steve? What's up? Bonsoir. Canada, merci. It was too much fun. Montreal, lots of French people out there. I did not expect the amount of Frenchies to be in the house. All right, moving on down. David Skins, local hero for first round leader last week. I don't know. He comes and goes. You know, like that's the thing with Skins. It's just here, it's there, it's everywhere. He's like a high volatility guy. It's boom or bust, as always. T37 after leading round 1. Woof. tough scenes there. But still being like doing it, making cuts, not making cuts. But when he does make the cut, it's typically high end. Last few times, not so much. So we're kind of just laying off of skins for a little bit. We're going to keep on moving down. Chandler Phillips. I mean, we've got some top 40 potential here for old Chandler. He is minus 138. Man, these top markets are tough. They are tough at the moment. But there is a slight edge if you want to go to the top 40 market for old Chandler Phillips. What has he done in the last 2 starts that I don't have in my model because we're lazy sack of crap? And it's been 2 top 40s as well. So Chandler Phillips churns out the top 40s quite nicely. We've got 3 since the Wyndham, 3 in a row. I like it. So, geez, what are we doing? How are we doing this? How are we betting a minus 140 Chandler Phillips top 40? It's just like fall swing in its best right now. I don't understand. I understand. There's an edge on it, which is the scariest part. That is the scariest part. Yeah. All right, let's go. We're trusting in Chandler Phillips. The model suggests. I mean, he was rattling off top 40s earlier in the year as well, quite nicely. So he goes through these flows. So I think Pro Core Championship was a T13, T33 at the Sandersons. We're moving along. $7,600. I don't mind that either. Got a bit of love on safety and upside. Doug Gim, the top 20, the top 20 guy. Like, if you take a look at Doug Gim's metrics here, folks, take a look at this. So his top 20 number is 21%. All right. And his top 10 numbers 4. Usually it's like a double amount. Usually it's a little more greavy. But he's got no top 5s and a ridiculously high top 20 rate. And that's been in a lot of tournaments. So he is just comfortable as heck in that top 20 range. And lately, it's been more so the top 40 range. And lately, it's been more so the top 50 range. So I don't know. I don't know if this is the golf course for Doug Gim. I'm going to pass on him. Harris English always concerns me as well. We've got interesting stuff going on with English because it's just a bloodbath on the ball striking front. I think he might be hurt again. He was doing a lot better earlier on the year, and now it's just gone way. It's Darbo, the last unhide. Here's the events. So what it does is it takes into account the last 12 months, the last 6 months, and the last 3 months. And it's adding all of those events up. So it's kind of like staggered out in a weighted perspective, if you take a look at it that way. So these are going to be slightly off. But, more recent results in the last 3 months or so will provide better kickouts. So it's not like it's weighted. It's a weighted metric. It's not just last 12 months is this. You're not going to find it. So I like to, because Doug Gim in particular was causing us issues when it came to top 20 bets, because we were seeing this top 20 number, which is still very high, but man, it's not been very good from Doug Gim. So, he was rattling off these top 20s like crazy to begin the year. He had 5 in a row since the Farmers to the Players. And then that did a lot of weightlifting. So you have to bear in mind recent results, because that's what's happening. You've got to stay with the times. That's a part of the process that we've updated this year, is bringing in a bit more recent stuff to really fuel that fire if guys are playing well or bad, because we were kind of getting a bit stuck behind the market that way. We were relying on far too big of a sample size. So we increased our sample size by duplicating things. And as a result, I think it's got a better a better, more accurate output now. I just need to have it put in. So when I put the model out tomorrow, it will have everything. Apologies on the delay, friends. So we're getting back to it. Yeah, Doug Gim, we're out on Harris English. We're out on Kenny loves Lucas Glover. Hey, Kenny's a Glover brother. You know, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So the reason we like Kenny, the reason we like Lucas is solid upside, but he's been a disastrous bet all year. So we've seen a bit of a recent uptick in form, but boy, oh boy, when Lucas Glover plays badly, it's been a long time now. Now, I don't know if we want to be betting him because it's just been miscut, but we've got a 13th and a 3rd in his last 2 starts, and he's putting well again, and the approach game's looking good. It's all just working for him right now. But it could all come crumbling down quite quickly too. We saw a bit of an uptick, but maybe, if you take a shot on him upside-wise, I don't know how many people are going to be on him this week, but if ownership is low, I like his upside. I don't like his safety at all. So, yes, that's my opinion there. Okie dokie. Where the heck is Steven Yeager? We've got all sorts of stuff going on here, boys. 65th. That's incredible. All right, so we might have to fiddle with some numbers, yeah, but I don't know what Yeager's doing all the way down in 65th. Yeah, all good. We'll figure it out, but we're just dealing with the top of the board here for now. Get Willie McGirt out of the way, and we're going to find a few more, and then we're going to wrap up some outrights and answer any questions if you guys have any. We'll deep dive a few guys dealing with this. The model is giving us some feedback, yeah, and it's not the best, but hey, it's all good. So Glover, high upside option, but hey, don't expect consistency from the guy, although it's trending. He's trending pretty hard. So that's what's going on with Glover. Ben Coles, I'm just not overly excited about him, but he's $7,300 if you're looking for a DFS option. CT Pan, if he finishes the tournament, always a good option too, but you never know if he's going to. So big tournament GPPs, not a safe option at all. I don't know, despite his safety ranking actually proving to be better, he withdraws a lot of the freaking time, which really hurts. So tough scenes over there. I don't mind Robbie Shelton as a very low priced option that's inside the top 21 of the upside. Yeah. So Robbie Shelton, definitely going to rock and roll. Farcanel, we've already spoken about Chan Kim. We're betting him top 20 at plus 130. Got to tune in on time. I'm just kidding. I know you're living all the way in Asgard. So I hope your Wi-Fi is holding up in Asgard, my friend. All right. So that's what's going on there. Robbie Shelton, solid DFS option as well. I like his chances. So that's what's going on with Robbie. Michael Thorbjornsson, we've said we've already bet him to win this thing at 40-1. Love the upside from a complete just go nuclear, score 28 under par at a golf course that could give up a lot of birdies this week. I like his chance in a big way. We also like the chance of Daniel freaking Berger, folks. If we take a quick peek at Daniel Berger's last little while, I'm going to pull up his metrics for you because it's sexy. Look at the ball striking last week. Look at the putting. Look at the around the green play. We're starting to find Daniel Berger doing some Daniel Berger stuff again. The short game has been a big problem this year. It's been a big problem. So now, does the putter bounce back? Does it continue? I don't know. But this is the first time he's gained across all 4 categories. He was leading the tournament. I think his confidence is starting to come back. You got to get in on Daniel Berger early. 50-1. Let's go, Daniel Berger. I don't know. He's missed a few cuts in massive amounts, but maybe he's starting to find some form. I mean, he was dominant off the tee. Incredible stuff off the tee. That was good to see. So, Daniel Berger, 50-1, friends. It's looking good. He's starting to find his stuff. It's the first time he's gained with distance for a while. I mean, that means he's starting to feel good, you know? So let's see what DB straight vibing can get up to. And 50-1. That's where we're going with him. That's the number. It's a sexy number. It was 60 yesterday, but we're going over there. So we got Jacob Bridgman, 55. Michael Thorbjornsson, 50. And then we got to find my main man, Seamus. Where the hell is this model ranking him? The model is going rogue. There's some stuff I need to obviously fix. So he is 70th, which doesn't make any freaking sense to me. But we're going to just pull up Seamus' stuff. Maybe it does. Maybe I'm out of the loop on my own dudes. But Seamus at least showed up a little bit. I think he had a top 11 last week. And that's what's exciting to us. Yeah. No, he shouldn't be. He's been playing much better than 65th in this field. So we've got top 10 at the FedEx St. Jude, T11 last week. It's been really good with the short game side of things. He's very good on these short positional golf courses. He plays well at the Bermuda. This golf course could apply to that kind of philosophy. I think this is where we want to find some DB straight vibing. As you can see, I mean, this is Seamus. Again, Seamus gained strokes across the board last week. So every single situation since the John Deere, he hasn't done that. So it's been a while. He's playing some good golf. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Seamus. 20-5-1. Let's go. He's my guy. He's my guy. He's my guy. So those are our bets, friends. Any other guys we need to deep dive? Any other questions? It's just one of these nights. Sorry that we've been off the channel for the last little while, but we're rocking and rolling now. We're going to have a good week with the bets. Going to get Breaking 100 out there tonight maybe and have a blast. So that's going to be me, friends. I appreciate you all for jumping in. Next Tuesday, we've got it back cooking hot and heavy. We'll have the show nice and prepped. We're going to be rocking and rolling. Also, Breaking Tackles will be coming out later this week. We're getting some NFL bets out there, baby. The market's been solid. We knew Breece Hall was going to struggle. I'm a Jets fan. And we bet the under on Breece Hall and crushed it. So it was good. And Aaron Jones was going to be knocking that over out. But hey, he got injured. That's what Aaron Jones does. All right, folks. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.